Hello.
Hello. We are back for this weekend.
Yes, we are back today with another podcast.
Yeah.
And today we're going to talk about Rainbow Falls.
Yeah. And I'm not looking up.
It is in season 4, as usual.
Yeah.
As the episodes we are talking about now.
Yeah. I
It's
just found the link.
Season 10 in episode 4.
Yeah. This is right. Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to do on my phone now. Oh, right, yeah.
Same here.
Same old. But how are we gonna do this? Let's see here. To our listeners out there,
Yeah.
thank you for coming and wasting your time here. No, just kidding.
And we hope we are glad that you will listen, and we hope that you will enjoy.
Exactly. We are thankful for you taking the time of your day or night or whatever to come and listen to this podcast. It is very kind of you, indeed. So, now that we have that out of the way,
Further ado, we will talk about season
4.
4, episode 10,
Exactly.
Rainbow Falls.
So, about that episode.
Is this episode 75?
Overall?
Wrong, yeah?
Yeah, overall.
Yeah. The air date is January 18, 2014.
Yes.
Writer was Kerry Powell. Storyboarder Sharon Johnson and Dave Webb. And future creator the Wonder Ball Biceps.
Yes. Wonderbolts and bulk biceps.
Yeah.
Or Snowflake, as he also is called. I think it's,
I think it's just Biceps.
bulk biceps, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the official name, but
What did I do?
Snowflake is the name that most of the fandom has given him.
Yeah, Snowflake.
But I prefer bulk biceps, because
Same here.
it's the intended name for him, so to speak.
Snowflake, yeah, that's okay, but yeah, it was, I think. But other way, Rainbow Fall is the 10th episode of the fourth season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. What? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, now you do.
Oh, don't care. The 4th season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and the 15th episode overall. In this episode, Rainbow Dash is torn between choosing the Ponyville team and the Cloudtail team for the Equestria game. Production and development.
The episode is included in the upcoming DVD, A Dash of Awesome. What? Okay. Which was announced in early December 2013. So that is apparently already out, I guess.
Yes.
That DVD. The title of the episode was previously revealed in early August 2013 on Amazon as part of the title of the upcoming April 8, 2014 24-page storybook. Welcome to Rainbow Falls, in which the ponies attend the famous sporting event known as the Equestrian Games. Before its name was replaced with Spring 2014 8x8 on the Amazon listing. In mid-August 2013, some other websites' listings of the book still include that name.
Summary: Pegasus Pep Talk. The episode opens with Rainbow Dash talking to Fluttershy and Ball Bicep about the upcoming throws for the aerial relay event at the Equestria game. With Pinkie Pie as their team cheerleader and Abria supposedly the team with Apple, Brown, Despite Fluttershy and Bulk Bipsep are enthusiastic about the truth, but the flying and ability to stay airborne leave much to be desired. The internal practice and with Rainbow Dash buried under a pile of Bulk Bipsep. Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie after Bulk Bipsep runs out of breath might flight.
Yes. The Equestria Games tryouts. On the way to the tryouts in the town of Rainbow Falls, Helia and Thunderlane apologized to Rainbow Dash for not being able to compete in the aerial relay as they are competing in the sprint events. The game's rules forbid any pony from competing in more than one event. Twilight Sparkle speaks with the Rainbow Dash about her less than impressive team, Rainbow remarking that she's confident she'll be able to pick up their slack. Their friends are all equally excited about the tryouts for varying reasons. Rainbow Dash and her friends enter the tryout grounds, where numerous other Pegasi and several Griffins are gathered, just in time to watch the Wonderbolts Spitfire, Sorin, and Fleetfoot arrive with their own cheering section. Rainbow Dash coaches her teammates about the qualifiers and attempts to instill some confidence in them, but their coordination pales in comparison to the Cloudsdale team of Wonderbolts. Realizing this, Rainbow Dash's own confidence begins to falter.
To help to raise the team's spirit, Rainbow Dash has Fluttershy and Bulk Bipsep or Soren practice for the qualifier in hope that they learn something. During his particular run, Soren is distracted by a pair of cheerleaders and clips his wing on a hoop, setting himself into a stall spin. Rainbow Dash saved Soren just before he hit the ground, and she carted off with an injured wing. Now, one really team member, short and inspired by Rainbow Dash flying, Spitfire and Fleetfoot offer the one spot on the team to Rainbow Dash, since she originally from Cloudsdale. Fleetfoot quickly added that it is only be until Soren recover. Rainbow Dash is unsure about practicing with two teams at once, especially behind one's team back, but after a bit more explanation she accepts.
Between two teams. Rainbow Dash splits her practice times between the Ponyville team and the Cloudsdale team, finding that her aerial coordination with Spitfire and Fleetfoot is much better than with Fluttershy and Bulk Biceps. Twilight starts to grow suspicious when she sees Rainbow Dash fly off every now and then. When Twilight finds out about Rainbow Dash's secret practice runs with the Wonderbolts and confronts her. Rainbow argues that the Ponyville team will still qualify with her on it, and that it's more fun working out with the winners than the non-winners. At that moment, Spitfire and Fleetfoot approach Rainbow Dash. They tell her that Soren won't recover in time for the tryouts and offer her a permanent spot on the Cloudsdale team. However, her joining the Cloudsdale team means that she won't be able to fly with the Ponyville team. Rainbow Dash is excited about the opportunity, but Twilight informs her of all the ponies she'll let down if she accepts. An uncertain Rainbow Dash asks Twilight what she would do, but Twilight tells her it's a decision she has to make on her own.
Choosing not to choose. Later, Rainbow Dash appear on the crude ground covered in bandage and bound to a wheelchair. She's feeling injured and wails about being unable to fly with either team. Twilight is skeptic of the obvious rules. Rainbow Dash is brought to a hospital bed, causing to fake being hurt when Fluttershy and Bulk Bipsep check in on her. They tell her not to worry about the tryouts, having found a permanent flyer. Derpy! They also promised that if they qualify for the equestrian game and win gold medals, they will give them to her. Rainbow Dash friends leave to let her rest. And before she joining the team, Twilight told Rainbow Dash that choosing not to choose into really a decision. Yeah.
Should I take this? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, take it.
In the adjacent hospital bed, Soren is envious of Rainbow Dash and her friends, noting that no one's visited him during his stay. When he tells Rainbow that his wing isn't hurt and that he's been benched due to Spitfire and Fleetfoot's concerns, Rainbow realizes both she and Soren have been lied to. As sunlight enters the room and covers a dropped flag in colors, Rainbow Dash's eyes shimmer with a rainbow-colored aura. The magic of loyalty. Rainbow Dash also confronts Spitfire and Fleetfoot for lying to her about Soren's wing just to replace him with her, which Soren is also displeased about. The two Wonderbolts commend Rainbow for her loyalty, saying that they could learn a lot from her, and invite Soren back onto their team. As the Cloudsdale team flies off, Rainbow and the Ponyville team join them. Just as the Cloudsdale team finishes qualifying for the Equestria Games, the Ponyville team begin their own qualifying run with some encouragement from the Cloudsdale team and cheerleaders. Despite a bit of fumbling with the horseshoe baton pass, Rainbow Dash speeds for the finish and Ponyville just barely succeeds in qualifying for the games. As Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, and Bulk Biceps are awarded medals for qualifying, Spitfire also gives Rainbow Dash a Wonderbolt pin.
In the Golden Oak Library, Rainbow Dash write her lesson in the main sex journal, reflecting that will she enjoy winning, her love and loyalty to her friend will always come first. Rainbow hangs her medal and Wonderbolt pin on the journal version before joining her friends outside. As she leaves, the Wonderbolt pin performs shines with a multicolored light, the same way the Ball of Three shows in Reality Take Manhattan.
Okay, now we're just gonna make a little. I'm gonna change the phone here to the other one, so I can do some things here. Never mind. Don't care about that. So now we're moving on to quotes.
Yeah, quotes. Bulk Biceps. Yeah.
So and
Rainbow Dash.
Should I take that?
Yeah.
Okay. Rainbow Dash and Bulk Biceps. It's a conversation here.
Ta Biceps. You two Rainbow Dash and Biceps.
Okay. So, do I need to remind you of what our goal is here?
Maybe.
And then Apple X says, what's it say? I gotta zoom in here. I can't see.
Yeah.
Looks like they got better aim. I don't remember when that was, but never mind.
Neither I do.
Fluttershy.
Oh, Rainbow Dash, I'm so proud of you. You scooped Soren out of the sky and brought him down to the ground, and now he okay. At least I hope he okay. Are you okay?
He asks. She asked
Soren.
The last part to Soren.
Yeah.
The other part was to Rainbow Dash.
He is for Rainbow Dash.
Who was that?
Bicep.
And the conversation between him and Fluttershy here.
I think so. Whispering. Rainbow Dash.
Okay, should you take everything?
Actually, start with the R. Never mind.
I didn't see. I didn't read what you read it before. P is for Rainbow Dash. What? Rainbow Dash actually starts with an R. Never mind. Okay.
It's Spitfire. This you are done.
We put you through some pretty intense workouts at the Wonderbolt Academy, and you handled those just fine.
Rainbow Dash.
I tripped on a foam hoof and landed on a pokey stick coming out of the ground.
Oh, if I get my hooves on that, it will be in the big trouble.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. You know, choosing not to choose.
Wait. Who? You gotta say who it is first.
The Twilight Sparkle, you know.
Twilight Sparkler.
Yeah, Sparkle. You know, choosing not to choose isn't really a design.
Decision, yeah.
Decision.
That was the part that was in this summary. Wait, who is? You gotta say who it is.
You can
first.
say that name.
But you can't just start reading. You're gonna say here now. It is a conversation between Pinkie Pie and Applejack, starting with Pinkie Pie.
What I'm going to do with all this now?
What were we gonna do to them before?
I don't know.
I thought that was wrong.
I don't know.
But it's kind of a little stale here when we do the quotes because we aren't preferably exactly voice actors.
No, we are not a voice actor.
No.
We try our best and hope that you like it or not.
Kidoki Loki.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you do him better than me. Another way, there was Rainbow Falls. Or if you don't have seen the episodes, go to My Little Pony episodes and look for the episode 10, and you will find it in season 4.
Before you go any further, I'm just gonna say, right now, you sound like the dude from the video My Little Pony Hardcore.
I know.
Did you recognize that?
Yeah, I know that. Why do you think I'm talking like this for?
Hardcore. I'll show you to do hardcore. That is awesome. My Little Pony.
My Little Pony. Applejack.
What? Where did Applejack coming from over here?
No. Another way, there was Rainbow Falls.
It is a key episode for Rainbow Dash.
Yeah.
As we heard from the summary, her eyes starting glittering with rainbow.
Exactly.
Rainbow shimmering in her eyes when she saw the drop flag that Derpy had.
If you remember what happened with the Rarity in Manhattan, she got a pin, or what do you call
a roll of thread?
Yeah, I think so.
Rainbow colored thread.
Yeah, and the shimmer is rainbow color too. And later, these two objects we have seen now have some very important
importance in the future.
Yeah, very important in
the
future.
As we are now, it's not in the future, but we are recapping the episode, so it has already been out there. But we are just taking the episodes from the past.
Exactly. And what I have heard from my suspicion, my inner voice, the new episode will come out now in February.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
Oh my god, this... Are you sure?
Yeah, I have looked it on every time, and every site I know, and all the sites say it's February.
Which date? Did
they have not said the date yet, but the months have coming out.
So if it is in February, it gotta be this Saturday, because it's the last Saturday in February.
Who do you mean if I'm joking with you?
I don't know. You better not joke with me, because it's not 1st of April just yet.
I know that.
It's not April
Fool's
today.
Yesterday when we played a game, I'm joking with you. So who can say that I'm not joking with you today?
Oh, it is on. Something like that.
Hey, this might play.
It's not your line.
It's not your line, this is my line.
Get back in line. But yeah.
And I'm not gonna say that's the truth, because what I heard and what I have seen They said they will come out now in February. But I don't know really, so I can't say 100%.
It's just rumors,
Yeah.
so to say.
So I don't really know. But if they're coming out now, the last Sunday, we're gonna be last Sunday now.
Yes.
If they're coming out now is on Sunday, I will be very happy.
Me too. Because I gotta say, I watched the animatic that they released on episode 1. And we're not gonna link it out because that's spoilers. I don't know if it's up still on YouTube, but the animatic nonetheless was pretty promising. So I barely can't wait for the first episode. It's gonna be so awesome.
Neither I do.
You're bombarding us with pictures here now.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Because Jonas was in.
Rarity spam tonight. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, indeed.
And there's a Twilight.
Yeah.
Okay. With
Look on her back.
a baby kitty Discord. Say what?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit baby Discord.
What did she do in her sleep? Does she have magical surges in her sleep? We can turn Discord to a little kitten.
How can I know that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Neither I do, so I can't really explain that.
Nope.
But what I can explain is that we have a friend, I hope so, that Emil listen.
Yes.
Or Anthony.
Exactly.
I don't know really if they are listening. I know maybe the Emil listen, but not Anthony.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Man, but why I say but a mash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another way, we will read a new story,
Okay.
new chapter.
Okay.
You forgot that? Yes, yeah, I forgot that.
I don't. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, he
Okay.
had forgot that.
So I gotta.
That we always do on the podcast. He forgot that he's gonna read a new episode, a new chapter.
So let's see here. There we are, and there we are. Okay, that's that. We're gonna do like this, and then save that. Okay, done.
The other way,
Go down.
when he search after the story,
Yep.
I will tell you that I'm have a fabulous weekend.
Yeah.
Nice weather, sun, but nothing you don't see so often.
No, because I'm asleep.
Yeah,
I couldn't hear you. I'm asleep.
yeah, exactly. Another way, another way. I hope that you have a fabulous day or night.
Fabulous.
Exactly where you are and listen to this.
Yeah.
But now the story will come, and this time is what the story's name?
Do you know what it is?
Nope.
Nope. Do you know what story came after Twilight's Love?
I have forgotten.
Me
Can
too.
you just
But
read?
I have it in front of me here.
Yeah, just read it.
Okay, yeah, we finished Twilight's Love, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yes, sure, okay. So, this story is The Young Prince.
Yeah, the young prince.
Exactly.
I think they have with maybe Celestia to do.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Not right now.
I say like this. I don't know what, because I know, but I don't remember. I will go back and read it again if I must. But I said this because you will read and we will see what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Why I said I have no Celestia to do is you can't say, nah, not now. You will know that when you read.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind. But
I tried
this
to
story-
lay them out in the story already. And you, nah,
I don't think so.
you're
That's
crazy.
a great safe idea. No. But as we were, this is The Young Prince from Blue Cat Cinema.
Yeah, the Blue Cat Cinema.
It is the conclusion to Twilight's Love.
Yeah,
Or the, not conclusion, what's it say? The follow-up story to Twilight's Love.
exactly. And every story we will read from him is a following of the story we read before.
It's a red line.
Yeah, exactly. They have a red line in the whole chapter.
In the whole
Story.
Stories, exactly.
If I for talk finish.
Nope.
A red line from Twilight Love, or with the Fluttershy that we started with, and we
Finn.
Finn, yeah, exactly. From Finn to the newest episode, they have with the Sunset Shimmer to do. I'm not saying that because we will read it, maybe sometime. We don't know really when,
Nope.
or where. Just that we're gonna read it. And all this episode that we're reading, that we say chapter and story, have a red line. So you know that.
They have a continuing story between them, who is
Yeah.
ever lapsing through the story.
Yeah, we can say they like up and down, and they like he will describe the whole life.
In some future stories,
Yeah.
you will experience some flashbacks, so you can get some background from.
We
that
can
time.
name one of them is his name is Kabusu.
Yeah.
And he will come back and very often. When he's coming, you will see that he's a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
But are you not gonna say anymore?
No, we will take that when we get to that.
Yeah, exactly. And now, here comes
The Young Prince. Chapter 1. Spike, the Foal Sitter. Dusk Glow, son of Twilight Sparkle and Flash Sentry, was currently a strapping 2-year-old, full of boundless energy and infinite curiosity. He would race around his family's library home, closely examining whatever caught his fancy. One morning, Dusk was attempting to discover what was under the couch when Flash pulled him out. "Not so fast, young explorer," Flash chuckled. "Aw," Dusk groaned. "No fair." Flash took Dusk over to his mother. As always, Spike was by Twilight's side, looking more or less the same as ever. A dragon's rate of growth was far slower than that of a pony. In the years that had passed since he and Twilight had arrived in Ponyville, Spike had only grown a few inches, his limbs becoming slightly longer and ganglier. In terms of personality, the baby dragon was completely unchanged. "There's my little prince," Twilight smiled, kissing Dusk's nose. "Dusk, Daddy and I have to leave for a while. The mayor needs us, but don't worry, your Uncle Spike will be taking care of you." "Yay!" Dusk cheered. "Me?" Spike did a double take. "What about Pinkie Pie?" "Our first choice," Flash replied, "but she's laid up in bed with some kind of stomach bug." "So I'm first runner-up?" Spike gulped. "I demand recount." "You'll do fine, Spike," Twilight smiled. "Dusk loves you." "Yeah, Uncle Spike," Dusk beamed. "Well, if you say so," Spike smirked. "Who am I to argue with popular opinion?" That's settled then," Flash smiled. "We're off." "One word of advice, Spike," Twilight added as she and her husband passed through the doorway. "Don't take your eyes off Dusk, not for a moment." "Can do," Spike saluted. As the door closed, Spike was feeling confident in his full-sitting abilities. "This is gonna be a piece of cake," he smirked. "Right, Dusk?" Turning around, Spike realized Dusk was gone. "Where'd you go?" He looked around frantically. "Up here, Uncle Spike," Dusk called, having climbed up a bookcase. "Watch me fly!" "No!" Spike yelped. As the young dragon rushed over, Dusk jumped off the bookcase, his small wings flittering like a hummingbird's. He was aloft for a few seconds, then dropped down. Spike made to catch him, throwing his claws up, but Dusk ending up landing on his stomach. "Whee!" Dusk giggled. "Fun!" "Yeah, fun," Spike groaned. "Oh, what that?" Dusk leapt off of Spike and dashed around. Spike followed, fruitlessly attempting to catch him. They went upstairs, around the bathroom and bedrooms, then back downstairs again. Spike came close to grabbing him a few times, but he either jumped or hovered out of reach at the last second, causing Spike to faceplant on the wooden floor. Dusk finally stopped his mad dash as he stared intensely at a closet. "What this?" he asked. "It's a closet," Spike said dully. "It's where mops and brooms go." Dusk blew a raspberry. "Boring." He then turned his attention to the kitchen. "Hungry!" "Hey, wait!" Spike called. Dusk rushed into the kitchen, opening the fridge and cupboards and examining everything. Suddenly, his eye was caught by a box up on the shelf of a high open cupboard. "Oh, cookies!" he drooled. "Spike, get them?" "Sorry, kiddo," Spike shrugged, having just caught up to the energetic young prince. "They're a little too high for me." Dusk pouted, then suddenly smiled. "I get them," he announced. As he screwed up his face in concentration, Dusk's horn began to glow. "I don't think that's such a great idea," Spike said nervously, remembering what he had once heard about baby unicorns and their magic surges. It stood to reason a baby alicorn's surges could be even worse. The box of cookies was enveloped in a purple glow and slowly started moving off the shelf. For a moment, it looked like it was going to be okay. Spike breathed a sigh of relief, but it turned out too premature. The purple glow suddenly spread to everything in the cupboard, which flew out and started spinning around the kitchen. "Neat!" Dusk cheered. "No, not neat," Spike groaned, trying to catch the flying objects. As he leapt up, his claw caught on a bag of flour, ripping it open and causing its contents to spray across the room. At the same time, a box of raisins struck the wall and burst open, spraying the contents onto the floor-laden floor. So that sounded wrong. Spraying the contents onto the flour-laden floor. A bag of oats went the same way, as did several bowls and wooden spoons. Uh-oh, Dusk gasped. His magic suddenly cut out, and everything dropped to the floor. The kitchen was unrecognizable. The orange juice had made parts of the flour into orange dough, and the oats and raisins dotted the whole mess. "Aw, jeez," Spike groaned. "Twilight's gonna kill me." "Sorry, Uncle Spike," Dusk said remorsefully. "You should be," Spike said harshly. As the foal shrank before his anger, he softened. "But I ought to be too. I thought this would be a breeze. Boy, was I wrong, and it was my fault. Really. Instead of keeping an eye on you, I was patting myself on the back. I couldn't keep up with you, and I couldn't even stop all this. I gotta be the worst foal sitter ever." "No," Dusk shook his head. "Uncle Spike good foal sitter." "Thanks, kid," Spike smiled. "Hey, there's still some time before Twilight and Flash come back. I might be able to clean up this mess." "I help?" Dusk asked. "Well," Spike said, unsure. In response, Dusk gave him the puppy dog eyes treatment. "Okay, you can help a little." "Yay!" Dusk cheered. "Come with me," Spike instructed. They returned to the closet. "Remember this." He opened it up, revealing a mop, broom, and dustpan. "Oh!" Dusk gasped. "Let's get to work," Spike smiled. Together, they returned to the kitchen and started cleaning up. Spike did most of the work, but Dusk was able to help by moving the broom with his magic. Eventually, the kitchen was returned to its original state. "Great work, kid," Spike smiled. Dusk beamed. Now let's get back to the front room before your folks get back, Spike declared. The pair dashed out of the kitchen and leapt onto the couch. Moments later, the front door opened and Twilight and Flash walked in. "Mama!" Dusk squealed, jumping off the couch and racing to meet them. "Dada!" "Hey, kiddo," Flash smiled, picking up his son. "We missed you too." "Did you have fun with your Uncle Spike?" Twilight asked. "Yeah," Dusk cheered. "Uncle Spike good for sitter." A yawn suddenly escaped his mouth. "Tired," he mumbled. "Time for your nap, sweetheart," Twilight whispered. Dusk was taken upstairs and placed in his cot. "Sleep tight, champ," Flash whispered. As they left the room, Twilight turned to Spike. "I hope Dusk wasn't too much trouble for you, Spike," Twilight smiled. "Oh no," Spike fibbed. "He was a perfect little angel." "Well, in that case, maybe we should have you sit up for us more often," Flash grinned. "What do you say?" "Yeah, sure," Spike gulped. "Now, if nobody minds, I think I'm going to pass out in my basket." Spike dashed away. Twilight and Flash looked at each other in bemusement, then shrugged. Back in his cot, Dusk enjoyed a calm, peaceful sleep. The fun he had with his Uncle Spike still fresh in his mind. To be continued. And that was The Young Prince, Chapter 1.
I said wrong there.
What do you say?
I said princess.
the Young Princess.
But I mean prince, of course.
Dusk Glow. So yeah, that was Chapter 1 from The Young Prince.
And we will take a little break.
Yeah. How about that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
So listen to this song. Some will come now.
Soon.
Sorry.
No.
No.
Let me take control.
Yeah.
Don't be so stress.
Let me drive.
Yeah, let me drive. Oh, sorry about that. Something wrong here. So.
But another way.
Now.
I forgot what.
Forgot what you're going to say. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Well, I didn't know what I was going to say, so I don't know.
Another way, we will take a little break and hope that you have enjoyed this time you have listened to us.
Yes.
And we hope that you will enjoy this song. Some will come now.
And we are back.
Yeah, we are back.
So, what should we do now?
We can read chapter.
Another chapter?
Yeah.
Okay. Chapter 2 it is.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring it up here. So, let's see here.
Yeah, because why we don't have so much talking about today? It's because it's not having so much. It's not having so much. Or we can say how many Cubs cars we have seen today.
Yeah. 25. No, just kidding.
I have seen 2.
I have actually seen, since I work nights,
Yeah.
I actually saw, let's see here, about 5
5?
this morning when I was working.
That sounds good.
One in Finspång
Yeah.
and 4 in Norrköping, which was around 3 of them was around Stockholm's roundabout,
Yeah.
and another one was at my work in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly what they were doing there because they were out and about amongst the cars there and flashlight in hand watching inside of the cars. I don't know if they were looking for something specifically or I have no idea, but they didn't stop me, so that's good.
You not look so dangerous.
I can look dangerous, but I
It was enough dangerous to them to pull you over.
exactly.
I'm just kidding. Friendship is magic. Don't forget it. Now we will read chapter 2 of Young Prince. Yeah.
The Young Prince, Chapter 2. False Friends. Dusk had just turned 5 years old, and a day had been long awaiting had finally arrived. The first day of school. Rather than utilize private tutors or homeschooling, Twilight was quite adamant that Dusk did his learning in as normal an environment as possible. A public school would help him make all sorts of new friends. And if there was one thing Twilight had learned in her time, it was to never underestimate the value of a good friend. As Twilight and Flash walked their son to school, Dusk was barely able to contain his excitement. "I can't wait to start learning," he cheered. "Yep," Flash smirked at Twilight. "He's definitely your son." "Funny," Twilight said dryly. As they finally reached school, she gave Dusk his lunch in a paper bag and a kiss on the cheek. "Have a great day, honey." "I will, Mom," Dusk smiled. "Go get him, sport," Flash chuckled. "You know it," Dusk nodded, turning and dashing through the entrance. "Our little colt, off to his first day at school," Twilight sniffed. "It seems like only yesterday he was running around in diapers." "I know," Flash sighed. "Where did the time go?" Inside the school, Flash gathered with his... Sorry about that. This seems to be a spell error, a typo. I suppose it's supposed to be Dusk here, so I'm going to change that. Sorry, Blue Cat Cinema, if I'm doing this wrong, but I think it's wrong here. Inside the school, Dusk gathered with his fellow classmates. There were a lot of ponies he didn't know, and a few he did. He scampered over to the nearest one. His mane was scruffy and blonde, and his coat was a dull red. He also had green eyes. "Hey, Krabby," he smiled. "Hey," the colt shrugged. His name was Crab Apple, and he was the son of Applejack. Outwardly, he was gruff and surly, but underneath, he was one of the sweetest colts around. "Hey, Dusk," a voice yelled from behind them, making them both jump. It was Purple Punch, Pinkie Pie's daughter. She had a fuchsia coat, a short spiky lavender mane, and amber eyes. "What's the haps?" she asked. "You're nearly giving us both heart attacks," Crab grumbled. "That's the haps." "Oh, Crab, you crack me up," Purple chuckled. "Get it? Crack, Crab? Hello? These are yolks here." Suddenly the two blurs flew overhead, blowing their manes to one side. It was Rainbow Flash and Thunderstorm, the twin offspring of Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Flash had her mother's mane, but a white coat and blue eyes. Thunderstorm had Rainbow's coat and eyes, but a golden mane. The two were often taking and acting in tandem, to the point where it seemed like they shared the same mind. "Hey guys," Rainbow smiled. "What's up?" "Besides us, of course," Thunder joked. "Showing off as usual, I see." The demure voice of Dazzle, daughter of Rarity, rang out. She had her mother's white coat and blue eyes, and a hot pink mane which had been styled into little ringlets. "A little restraint wouldn't hurt, you know." "I agree." A filly with a bright yellow coat, light green mane, and brown eyes added. She was Honeysuckle, the daughter of Fluttershy. She was soft-spoken, like her mother, but more adept at making her opinions heard. "There's nothing wrong with exercising self-control." "Hey, Daz," Dusk smiled. "Hon?" "Dusk," Dazzle beamed. "Looking forward to the first day, are we?" "I bet he was up way before any of us," Rainbow smirked. "Maybe he didn't even go to sleep last night," Thunder teased. "Real funny, guys," Dusk shook his head, smiling all the while. These 7 foals knew each other well. Their parents held several playdates for them every week. They were all very close, though they joked and snarked. They were all the best of friends. "Attention, please," Sherry Lee called. "Students, take your seats." The foals obeyed. Dusk found himself sitting across from a gold-coated colt with an orange mane. "All right, class," Sherry Lee smiled. "Let's begin." And so the learning began. Dusk listened attentively, absorbing all the knowledge Sherry Lee shared with the class. Others, like Rainbow and Thunder, were barely listening. Dazzle was only half paying attention, her eyes on her well-polished hoof. To Dusk's disappointment, the bell for recess rang all too soon. As he and the other foals went to the playground, he was approached by the gold colt, who was joined by a silvery-coated white-maned filly. "Hey, you're Prince Dusk Glow, aren't you?" he asked. "Yeah," Dusk nodded. "And you are?" "Gold Chain," the colt smiled. "And this is my sister, Silver Plate." "Nice to meet you," Silver smiled. "It's not every day you meet a prince." "Well, I'm not just a prince, you know," Dusk shrugged. "Of course," Gold replied. "Silver and I are new in Ponyville." "Our parents own this big diamond mine," Silver added. "We've got lots of money." "Uh-huh," Dusk said dully. "Listen, I gotta go hang out with my friends, okay?" "Okay," Gold nodded. "But how about you join us for lunch?" "I don't know." Dusk scratched his head. "My friends would probably like to have lunch with me too." But they hang out with you all the time," Silver pointed out. "We've never had lunch with a prince before. Please?" "Like I said before, we're new here," Gold added. "We could really use some pointers about our new home." Dusk mulled it over. They were new, and it wouldn't hurt to extend some kindness their way. "Okay," Dusk nodded. "I suppose my friends wouldn't mind if I had lunch with you just once." Dusk found he was correct. His friends agreed that the new kids needed some friendly interaction. At lunch, Gold and Silver brought large boxes containing some very fancy food. Dusk's bag lunch contained a daffodil and daisy sandwich with a side of hay fries. "That's your lunch?" Silver said distastefully. "Hardly a royal repast, is it?" "Maybe not," Dusk shrugged, "but I like it." "Would you care to try some of our food?" Gold offered Dusk some of his orchid salad. "Yeah, why not?" Dusk nodded. He took a bite. Not bad. You know, we're a lot alike, Gold smiled. Our parents are all important, influential ponies. True, Dusk agreed. Maybe we should hang out more often, Silver added. Really get to know each other. Maybe, Dusk smiled, but we're going to have to schedule it so it doesn't clash with the time I spend with my friends. Anything you say, Gold said, his eyes narrowing slightly. At the end of the school day, Dusk exited the school to find his parents waiting for him. How was your day, dear? Twilight asked. Great, Mom, Dusk smiled. I even made a couple of new friends. That's great, kiddo, Flash smiled. You can never have too many friends, Twilight declared. The next day, after school, Dusk was walking with his friends when Gold and Silver suddenly popped up. Ah, Dusk, Gold smiled. Just the colt we were hoping to see. Hey, guys, Dusk nodded. Care to join us for a smoothie? Silver asked. We'd love to, Dusk looked over to his friends. Right, guys? Dusk's friends voiced words of agreement. Oh, sorry, Gold winced. We only have enough allowance right now to pay for 3 smoothies. So it looks like it'll be just us and you, Dusk, Silver added. Your friends will have to wait outside. Oh, okay, Dusk said awkwardly. Be back soon, guys. After Dusk was led into Sugar Cube Corner, Crab let out a snort. Only enough for 3, he huffed. Please, I've seen them flashing bits around town. They could buy smoothies for 300 if they wanted to. So they're a little snobbish, Honeysuckle shrugged. That doesn't automatically make them bad ponies. We'll see, Dazzle frowned. That encounter set the bar for the rest of the week. Each day... Sorry about that. Gold and Silver would snatch Dusk away from the others, providing some excuse for why it could only be the 3 of them. That Saturday, Dusk decided to go to the park, where he knew his friends would be. Hey guys, he smiled. So you do remember us, Crab said derisively. What? Dusk tilted his head. Don't play dumb with us, Rainbow pointed. You've been ignoring us all week, Thunder growled. In favor of gold chain and silver plate, I might add, Dazzle huffed. Come on, guys, it's not like that, Dusk protested. Really? Crab asked. Because it sure does seem like it. Easy up on him, Crab. Honeysuckle, as usual, acted as the group's peacemaker. Let's give Dusk a chance to explain himself. Gold and Silver are new in Ponyville, Dusk told him. They need a friend to hang out with. We need you too, Dusky, Purple chimed in. It's like my mother always says, Dazzle declared. A pony simply must get her priorities straight. Hey, Dusk, Gold waved as he and Silver approached. Come over here. Think about it, Dusk, Crab said firmly as he and the others departed. Who's more important to you, them or us? That evening, Dusk was playing forlornly with his food. What's wrong, son? Flash asked. You haven't touched your food. I've got a problem, Dusk sighed. Which is? Twilight asked. I made some new friends at school, gold chain and silver plate, Dusk explained. But they want me to hang out with them all the time, and my other friends aren't happy about it. I see, Twilight nodded. What should I do? Dusk asked. I don't want to lose my best friends, but I don't want to hurt Gold and Silver's feelings either. It's always good to make new friends, Dusk, Twilight told him. But you should never forget your old friends, the ones you've been through thick and thin with, who you laughed, cried, and had fun with. Listen to your mom, kid, Flash grinned. If any pony's the authority on friendship, it's her. Thanks, Mom, Dusk smiled. I get it now. The next time I see every pony, I'll make everything better again. That's my boy, Twilight chuckled. That Monday, Dusk had tried to talk to his friends as they entered the school, but got the cold shoulder. He was about to try again at recess, but Gold and Silver suddenly stepped forward. Hey, Dusk, Gold smiled. "Want to hang out?" "Not just now, guys." Dusk tried to get past him. "I have something more important to do." "Excuse me?" Silver said, affronted. "What could be more important than us?" "My friends," Dusk said simply. "I've been neglecting them all week, and I have to make things right." "You don't need them anymore," Gold snorted. "You've got us." "Yeah, we're the same," Silver smirked. "What do you mean?" Dusk asked. "You're royalty and we're rich," Gold explained. "We're all above the rabble. Better than those lowly commoners." "Hey," Dusk growled. "Those lowly commoners are my friends." "They don't deserve you," Silver chuckled. "We're the ones who deserve to have a prince for a friend." "That's all you care about, isn't it?" Dusk realized. "Me being a prince. You wouldn't look at me twice if I wasn't." "But you are," Gold declared, "and you belong with us." "No, I don't," Dusk said with disgust. "I'm out of here. And just for a record, you're not better than my friends. They're better than you." Dusk walked over to his friends. "How dare you!" Silver shrieked. "No pony ditches us," Gold roared, outraged. "I don't care if you are a prince. You're gonna pay for this." "Whatever," Dusk shrugged. Dusk's friends had heard a discourse between Dusk and his new ex-friends, and had dispensed with the glares. "Good to have you back, pal," Crab declared, flashing Dusk a rare smile. "Good to be back," Dusk smiled. "I'm sorry, guys. I got so wrapped up in my new friends I didn't think about how my old friends would feel." "Blah, blah, listen, blah, blah, feelings," Rainbow interrupted. "Boring." "Yeah," Thunder agreed. "What say we skip to Sap and get some playing done?" "I say yay!" Purple cheered. "Sounds great," Dusk smiled. The friends made the most of what was left of recess together. Dusk had learned an important lesson about friendship, that old friends should never be discarded for new ones. To be continued. And that was Chapter 2 of The Young Prince by Blue Cat Cinema.
Yeah. We hope you have enjoyed it.
Yes.
And we hope that you understand how important friendship is.
Exactly.
Because why we're reading this story is because I have seen and heard on that we call internet. There's many people that is trolling, and this is not okay. If you are brony or not, it doesn't matter, because friendship is all that you need, and be care of the friend you have, for someday it may be the only friend you have.
When the day comes, it is only your true friends who will be there for you in the time of need.
Exactly.
So, you may have many friends, but you gotta make sure you have at least one or more true friends so that that you can help each other out and stuff like that.
Yeah. We can take one example here. We two who do this podcast is two really good friends.
Yes.
I helping my friend here with many things, and he helped me too with many things. I can say like this: before that I was going out with, I was a brownie. We learned to each other. We learned to accept each other, or what can I say? When we first meet each other, he doesn't notice that I was a brownie. I didn't tell him that either. But I play many brownie music, but I don't tell him that was a brownie music. And one day, other friend show us a video. That was on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I know it, but you didn't. Because there was a flying cat with a kex on it with a rainbow color bone after.
Yeah, the MLP version of Neon Cat.
Yeah. And I recognized it, so I said, "Oh, look, this looks like My Little Pony." And the friend have some show the video. He start to laughed, but he didn't. My other friend, there was Victor here. He didn't laugh. He said he looked pretty cool. And wonder was exactly was My Little Pony was. I show him, and of course, you can see he like it.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but you can hear that he like it because. But I will say like this: when I told that I was a brownie, I lost many friends. I lose over 100 friends. I have more than I can count to. And now today I have one. I mean really, one or not 4 really, really good friends. That I know if something shouldn't happen me, I know they will come and support me. And that is really friendship.
True friendship.
Exactly, true friendship. For when you lie on a hospital or if you're feeling bad or something like that, that only your true friend, some will be there with your side. So take care of them and be very, very careful what you say to them and what you are doing to them. Because if you heard when we read last time, we read Rarity in Manhattan, you can see what can happen when you betray your friend like shit. If I will use the word like Rarity did in the episode, but
yeah.
she see later what her mistake go to.
Yeah.
He was alone on the road and they started to raining and she was sad. And if you don't are afraid of your friend, that can be you. And going alone on the road and hope that you really have some friend to talk to.
You gotta take care of each other.
Exactly.
But this was the conclusion of this week's episode.
Yeah.
So
and we hope that you have learned now that friendship is very important.
Yes. If you already didn't know that, now you know.
Yeah.
The more you know. But now it's time to wrap up.
Yeah, and we hope,
well.
of course, that you will have a wonderful next week.
Yes.
Or week.
And for all you Swedish listeners, if you are listening to this before the 28th of February, I hope to see you in Stockholm.
Exactly, same here. For we will come to you, Stockholm. And, of course, we will be there some private person, but even like some TVP. But we have changed the name.
We are going to change the name. It hasn't been done yet, but
no.
We're going to do it pretty soon.
Yeah.
So
we have some little thing to do left.
Once that is done, we will
change it,
terminate this Spreaker channel, and link out to another channel and start a new account.
And the channel will wasn't the name now again.
We can take that later.
Yeah, I don't remember the name just now.
When all is done.
But when I remember that, I will tell you.
Yes, we will get back to that once we're closer to making it done.
Exactly.
But for now,
we will say goodbye, and I hope that you have enjoyed us, and I have a good time.
Have a good time, great rest of the week, and happy weekend.
Exactly. Adios.
Bye, beautiful time. See you next week.
Yeah.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci, and hope that you enjoy.
Bye bye.